Another day, another signing for Hull City. Finley Burns joins the club on a one-year loan deal from Manchester City. Been in the pipeline for a few days, probably about a week now, and it's been officially announced. So 24 hours on from our goalkeeper signing, we sign another player, our first loan player for Tim Walter's side, and it's a big one in Finley Burns. Joins us from Man City on a one-year loan deal after impressing heavily at Stevenage last season. He got 17 clean sheets in over 40 appearances, won Young Player of the Season over at Stevenage, helping them have the fourth best defence in the league, I believe. So it's brilliant stuff. To say that he was playing as well as a holding midfielder, which is his typical role, but he can play there after becoming adapted to it last season over at Stevenage. Speaking to a few Stevenage fans, it seemed like that they didn't feel like they got the best out of him because he was playing that holding midfield role. So whether we do have him playing more of a defender rather than in that holding midfielder slot, we could possibly see the best thing out of him. Of course, another year of development for him, so maybe playing in that holding midfield role will help him, but I'm sure under this Tim Walter setup it'll be the best for him no matter what. So the team kick underway in 24 hours, or under 24 hours now, at the MKM Stadium. I will have a preview and prediction video out later on, but this is more pressing news. I've got my away kit, went to go to the shop, get it. News was announced pretty much whilst I was in the shop, so I've got the shot up on the channel if you want to see the away kit. But fantastic day for Hull City, I must say. Finley Burns signing on a one-year loan deal from Man City. Of course, we do have 4 other loans to look forward to, but as Adjun said, they will be coming later on in the window, probably more towards the deadline, as that's when big clubs will look to move on players that aren't probably in their plans for this upcoming season. But Finley Burns, fantastic player. Got one senior performance for Manchester City back in 2021, I believe, which was a EFL Cup game, 6-1 win against Wycombe Wanderers, I believe. And then penned a new contract in 2022, which that possibly could be expiring at the end of this season. So we'll wait and see what the format is, whether he has a good season at Hull City, whether he pens a new contract there at Man City, or whether he comes and joins Hull City on a free transfer. Who knows? But of course, it's Manchester City we're dealing with. They'll probably want about £15 million for for somebody who's probably not worth £15 million. But hopefully Finley Burns is. Of course, I haven't seen him play, but hearing positive reports coming from Stevenage fans. He played a few games for Swansea the season beforehand, but not heard too much from Swansea fans. I think he only played 3 games, so can't really blame them. But Finley Burns, he's a tiger for the season, and hopefully it is a good loan move for him, for the club, and for Manchester City at the end of the day. They are on the other end of the deal, but hopefully it is a good one, and maybe we could see him coming out and making an appearance against Bristol City, whether it is a 70-80th minute defensive change. He probably won't start, just considering he's not had the pre-season and not had the time to work with the squad, compared to Jones and McLaughlin and Simmons and players like that. But impressive coming in. Possibly does mean that we might be looking to move on Seri, as he's not looking to be part of the plans, and having somebody else in who can play holding midfield. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weird few weeks as we see the dealings come in, and I possibly suspect we might see another player announced today later on. So stay tuned on the channel by liking and subscribing. Make sure you follow me over on Twitter or X to keep up to date on everything breaking around Hull City, as I keep up to date everywhere. So I will see you in the next video, and up the Tigers go on.